There's a lot of really great young teams out there. All of these teams trying to be the best. But there's been one team that's really caught my eye, the Boston Celtics. Now, the Boston Celtics are a stacked roster, and they probably have one of the best young cores in the league. So today I'll be diving deeper into the Celtics. Alright, the Boston Celtics young core consists of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown as their two main stars. Then you have Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard, and a recently added J.D. Davidson. These players are really good, and they're going to be really good for the Celtics for a long time. And their most recent Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart, is currently 28 years old. Now, before I start talking about the Celtics and how they could definitely win the 2023 NBA championship, and Jason Tatum will get his first Finals MVP at 25 and win his first ring, I want to look deeper into Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Alright, we'll start with Jaylen Brown. In Jaylen Brown's career, in his rookie season, he had a slow start. He only averaged 6 points per game on 3 rebounds and 1 assist, which is not too good for Jaylen. But the thing is, Jaylen Brown was playing with a championship core in Terry Rozier and many more. Although, in his second season, Jaylen Brown did take a jump, averaging 14.5 points per game on 5 rebounds and 2 assists on 1 steal. Jaylen Brown had made yet another leap. At this point, people started to realize how good Jaylen Brown was. The Celtics really had their player in the second year. Jaylen Brown was picked 3rd overall in the 2016 NBA draft, and he was starting to show why. And in his 3rd season, he only averaged 13 points on 4 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 steal again. His stats statistically dropped. But the truth is, Jason Tatum was on the roster, Al Horford, Terry Rozier, and many more. I could go for a while. The Celtics then were in a position the Golden State Warriors are in now, where they have a championship core, but a lot of young players that they can still develop. It was at that point in time, which is why Jaylen Brown's stats dropped. But going into the 2019 to 2020 season, Jaylen Brown took a leap, started to average 20 points per game on 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal, which was amazing. He played 57 games that season, although the season was shortened due to the pandemic. In Jaylen Brown's next season, he would go on to play 58 games. Season also shortened due to the pandemic, but he would average 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3.4 assists on 1.2 steals and 1 block per game. Now, Jaylen Brown wasn't really accepting to be the number 2 option, which is why the Celtics were pretty shaky. And in those years' playoffs, they would get knocked out by James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant in the playoffs. It was just too much for them, which is why the Celtics weren't too good that year. Although, in Jaylen Brown's most recent season, where he played 66 games, and he did have some injuries at the start of the season, he averaged 23.6 points per game on 6.1 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.1 steals in 33 minutes per game, shooting 47% from the field and a good 35.8% from 3. Jaylen Brown had finally found his role with his stacked Celtics team of Jason Tatum, himself Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, Al Horford, Grant Williams, Derek White, Daniel Tice, Peyton Pritchard. This team was one of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and they were really showing them. We'll now move on to how Jason Tatum performs. Now, I've already made a full video on Jason Tatum. You can go check it out right now on the top right-hand corner of the screen. But in Jason Tatum's so far 5-year career, he has averaged 21 points per game on 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. But that's not the true story. Let's look at his individual stats. In his rookie season, he would average 14 points per game on 5 rebounds, and 1 assist on 1 steal and 1 block, which is amazing. His second season, he would average 15.7 points per game on 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 7 blocks. And in his first year in the All-Star game, he would average 23.4 points per game on 7 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block, on 45% from the field and 40% from free in 34 minutes, which is amazing for Tatum. In Jason Tatum's fourth NBA season, he would go on to average 26.4 points per game on 7.4 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.5 blocks per game, which was amazing for Jason Tatum in his second All-Star appearance. Jason Tatum and the Celtics were really good, and they've already made 2 All-Star appearances in the last 4 years. 2 conference finals appearances. Sorry, not All-Star appearances. In Jason Tatum's most recent season, where he was in the MVP conversation, he averaged 27 points per game on 8 rebounds and 4 assists, on a steal and 0.6 blocks, on 36 minutes per game, 45% from the field, 35% from free, in 76 games played. You start to see the trend here. The Celtics players are getting better and better and better every year. 3 conference finals appearances in 5 years at the age of 25 just does not make any sense to me. But whatever. Now, we're going to be going into how the Celtics can definitely win. Teams like the Suns did perform very well with 2 stars and a bunch of talented role players. Obviously, the Suns were not that great in the postseason, taking them 6 games to take out the Pelicans, and Luka Doncic literally decapitalized them in a Game 7. But Celtics aren't like the Suns. As role players, they have Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, who's starting to turn into one of the more valuable pieces for him, but is still considered a role player for now, I guess. Al Horford, who is a former All-Star player and is now an NBA veteran. Peyton Pritchard, who's a youngster. Grant Williams, who's also a youngster, and more. They also have people like Sam Hauser, Luke Cornett, J.D. Davidson. These are young players. Now, Sam Hauser could really come onto the rotation at any time they need it because he's an elite 3-point shooter. I remember watching Sam Hauser come into the game once, my first time watching him. It was just, I think it was a regular season game, and this dude was making free after free after free after free after free. It was crazy. But yeah, Jason Tatum is already a 3-time All-Star, 1-time All-NBA first team, NBA Finals appearance, All-First Rookie team, and more. It was amazing of how Jason Tatum was able to pull this off so far in his 5-year career. But yeah, the Boston Celtics are a really good and really promising team. We saw last year how they literally shocked the world, getting past KD and Kyrie, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jimmy Butler. 4 stars. Or I could say superstars. In my opinion, this Boston Celtics team is literally my favorite to come out of the East next season. And did I not mention they added Malcolm Brogdon and Danilo Gallinari? They traded for Malcolm Brogdon, giving away players who aren't even in the rotation. I honestly think the only valuable asset they actually gave away to get Brogdon was Aaron Nesmith. But no matter what, I can't wait to see him shine over there in Indiana. Can't wait to see him show his true potential. And yeah. Let's go back to the Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon is a true point guard who could help set up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Marcus Smart could start sticking back to his catch-and-shoot 3-pointers. And Malcolm Brogdon is an amazing free-level scorer that can literally start on any NBA team. I think it's been announced already that he's going to be coming off the bench in the 2022 to 2023 NBA season, but he's an amazing player. Malcolm Brogdon won Rookie of the Year in 2017. Danilo Gallinari, he's an amazing 3-point shooter. He kind of reminds me of like a bigger version of Klay Thompson, maybe. I don't know. But he's a really great 3-point shooter, and he's going to really help his team on the catch-and-shoot threes. And Al Horford could stick to his defensive plays and still be able to get to the corner for those wide open threes. Michael Brogdon will run the offense. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will be getting open looks. Marcus Smart can be shooting his catch-and-shoot threes. Grant Williams and Peyton Pritchard will do their jobs off the bench, and more. Honestly, I think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are going to take a leap as a duo. I know we hear for rumors of a Kevin Durant situation, but Jaylen Brown's already said that he's all in on signing an extension with the Celtics. And let's be for real here, guys. Jaylen Brown's not getting traded. Those are just rumors, and it's not going to happen. He's going to be on the Boston Celtics at the start of the season. And he's going to be ready to prove that he shouldn't be in trade talks anymore. Because he loves Boston, and he's going to show it. He's going to take a leap next season. So is Jason Tatum. You see, I personally have his team maybe finishing first in the East next season, but I think they'll go to the NBA Finals, either facing the Mavericks, the Clippers, or the Golden State Warriors. Those are my 3 picks out of the West for next season. Honestly, though, the Boston Celtics are a really talented NBA team, and they could run the NBA for a few years to come. They have a rival in the East in the Milwaukee Bucks, but honestly, if they face them or not next season, they're going to get past them. So, yes. That was my personal take on the Boston Celtics. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, and please help me reach 10 subscribers. This video was really fun to make, and I've been growing a little bit here on YouTube. I'm doing a lot of this for fun, but it's really cool to see my progress. And until next time, peace.